or sonorous means? What we can say? Sonorous means we can talk about what we can, the ability of materials, the ability of material, the ability capable of materials to produce a particular sound, to produce a particular sound, How like the sound is when it is dropped, what we can say, when it is dropped, what we can say, dropped on the hard surface, dropped on a hard surface, when on hard surface, what we can say is called as sonorous, is called as sonorous. What we are saying, see here, the ability of materials to produce a particular sound. What is that particular sound? The ringing sound, the crackling, the ringing sound. Suppose when we are beating with a hammer on the bell, we are beating stones in against each other. Well, kitchenware, steel or copper and kitchenware will drop down. In industrial areas, in construction places, in a construction site, the iron materials will fall down. At the time, what type of sound we may get? In our cultivation field, we may wrap the stones while with the help of box. We may wrap the stones to avoid, to send out the what goes from the yielding of the crop. Is it or not? Suppose imagine if your geometrical box was folded. If your geometrical box is folded on the floor, what type of sound we may get? Imagine. Why it is giving such a type of sound? It is giving a ringing and a heavy disturbance sound. The thing which is rubbing on the surface of a material which is rubbing against on the surface of roads, the stones wrapping in the metal box, such a like irritation sound you may get. That's what that particular sound what you are calling sonorous. The materials which produces a particular sound when it drops on the hard surface, that we call sonorous. The materials which are making such a type of ringing particular sound, that is a sonority property. What we can say? Sonority property. Let's talk about some of the samples which can make sonority property. See here, we have different type of things. What are those? Zinc, copper, aluminum, magnesium. Okay, these are the what we can say. Some of the samples. What are those samples? See here, when we rubbed against with other substances, what are those? See here, material sample that produces sound. These are producing a sound, and we are rubbing against that material sample that does not produce sound. See, and some more are there, sulfur, okay, and graphite, iodine. What we can say? Iodine. These are, we have a sample to produce the sound. When we rub it on the hard surface, when we drop these on hard surface, we may hear a particular sound, a particular ringing sound from zinc. Zinc can make a particular sonority or sonorous. Okay, copper also will make, and aluminum also will make, and magnesium will also make, but sulfur cannot make, and graphite also never it makes. Suppose if the sulfur in our general language gandhakam, what we can say? Gandhakam, sulfur in our general language. If you drop on floor, it never gives such a type of particular ringing sound. And iodine also never gives such type of particular sound. Suppose if you drop your pencil nips on the floor, it never gives particular type of ringing sound. Particular type of ringing sound. Is it or not? Of course. What we can say, we can conclude that someone produced sound, someone not produced the sound. What we may observe from that, which produce the sound, which cannot produce sound, then what we will say, the things which produces a particular type of sound, those things are belongs to the metal. Those what we can consider metal. Which does not produce a specialized ringing sound or particular sound, which does not follow the sonorous, what happens? Those are not a metal. Those are not a metal. Those are non-metal. So from these two observations, from sonority property, from lustrous property, what we learn? From the luster by appearance, the materials which appears as a chain and reflecting, what we said, those are lustrous materials. Those we call as a metal. Those are not given chain. Those we consider not a metal. Those we consider non-metals. At the same time, what we discussed, all metals are lustrous materials, but all lustrous materials are not a metal. Why? Because we discussed already example, different type of. Okay, coming to that, what we can talk about here, someone made that ringing sound, someone did not make that ringing sound. See here, materials which produces ringing sound, materials which produces, is that visible to you? Which produces ringing sound, ringing sound, what we can say, materials which produces ringing sound are called sonorous materials, or called, what we can call that is sonorous materials, sonorous materials. The sonorous materials are considered as metals. What we can consider sonorous materials. What we can, most of the metals are sonorous. What we can say, most of the metals are sonorous. Most of the metals are sonorous. What we can say, most of the metals are sonorous. See here, what we can consider here, the materials other than metals are not sonorous. What we can say, the materials other than metals are not sonorous. Means most of the metals are sonorous, but what we can say, the sonorous materials are not a metal. What we can say, sonorous materials, all sonorous materials are not metal. Someone only following the ringing sound. Someone only making that ringing sound. Someone only making that ringing sound. Understand? What we can talk about here, the ability of materials to produce a particular ringing sound. Particular ringing sound where we are dropping on the hard surface. Those we are calling sonorous. That materials are nothing as sonorous materials. The materials which produces a ringing sound are called what we can call sonorous. The ability to produce a ringing sound, that nothing is a sonority property. What is that? Sonority property. Some of the samples were tested. Some produced a ringing sound. Someone did not produce a ringing sound. Those which produce a ringing sound, those we consider in metals. Those not produced, those we consider in non-metal. Note on that. Yeah, finish that. After the learning that Lusser's property and sonority property, Lusser's property and sonority property. Then we'll talk about one more. The physical property is nothing as malleability. What is that? Malleability. Okay. See here what we can say. What is that malleability? Let me talk about that third physical property to identify which is the metal, which is the non-metal. Okay. Malleability means, already we know well about that. Malleability. In our home or anywhere, the roofs of the houses, roof of the houses are covered most of what metal sheets, with metal sheets, and also we may observe concrete sheets, means cement sheets, and also we may observe RCC buildings, concrete buildings, slab buildings. Concrete means slab. But what I am talking here, we have to talk about metal sheets which are covered to the roof. Metal sheets. Do you have an experience? Furnace. What about that? Furnace. Furnace means where the materials are sharpened. The weapons are preparing by making sharp while hammering due to producing heat. Suppose hammering, furnace in general language, column. What we can say that? Column. Furnace is a column. What we can say? Malleability. Malleability. See here, do you know furnace? Furnace. In our general language, we can say about column. What is that? Column. Okay? See here what I'm saying to you. In that furnace, suppose, what is the weapon we are utilizing to dig the pit? To dig the pit. What is the weapon we are using? What is the weapon we are using to cut the plants, to cut the sticks? See that. Suppose sometimes our parents are taking those materials to give in the furnace to make sharp. To make sharp. If you do have experience with that furnace, they will first heat that material by placing in that furnace. Now general language OE. Okay. First they will heat by using husk and coal. By heating that completely, after it becomes reddish part, they may beat on the surface of the reddish part of the thing with a hammer. While they're hammering, that reddish part of the material will expand. It will expand. The expandation of the materials while hammering. The expandation of the materials while hammering. By hammering, the materials are making as a sheets. Materials are making as a sheets. Understand? What we are making rules for the houses, and our materials making as a broad surface. If you observe our tables, metal tables, those are sheets prepared by using a material. So the material which you can flattened. The material which you can flatten by hammering. Suppose if you hammer on the nail, iron nail, the iron nail will expand its size. Means it becomes expanded sheet. It expands its size, becomes flattened by giving hammering. So what we can say malleability, the materials which can expand as a sheet or becomes flattened by hammering is nothing as a malleability property. Malleability property. See here what we can say about that malleability property. The property metals which they can beaten in the surface. See here what we can say about that. The property of metals, the properties of what we can say are property of metals by which they can be beaten into what we can say beaten into thin sheets or foils. Thin sheets or foils is called malleability. See here what I'm saying. The property of metals. Before also what we discussed, luster and sonority property. Those also belong to the metals. Is it or not? The materials which appear as staining and reflect, those we call lustrous materials. All metals are lustrous materials, we said. The materials which are giving ringing property. The material which is giving ringing property, specialized property. The specialized sound, those we call sonorous materials. Most of the metals are sonorous materials. So what we are talking that physical properties are belongs to the metal. So the physical properties followed by the which material, those materials we can call as a metals. The materials which follows what we are discussing the physical properties, those materials we can consider in metals. The materials which does not follow the particular physical properties, those materials we can consider in non-metals. Understand? Coming to that, malleability means the property of metals, otherwise the property of the materials by which they can be beaten into thin sheets or foils means sheets only. Okay, is called malleability. What we can say, malleability. See here what we can take a hammer and beat. What we can say, take a hammer and beat the material and beat the material or material sample and observe the changes in material sample. Observe the changes in material sample. Material samples means now we are taking some samples by beating on the sample. So which is making as a sheet, which does not make as a sheet. That we have to talk about here. See here what we can observing the change of flatness. What we can observe here? Observing the changes. What are those? Flatness. Okay, means expanding as a sheet. Breaks and powders. Okay, and no change. See there what I am saying to you. Name of sample. What is the name of sample? We have different type of samples. Iron, copper, aluminum, magnesium, aluminum, magnesium, and zinc. Next thing is graphite, iodine, graphite, iodine, such those will written. See here what I am saying to you. What I am saying. See carefully. What I am going to say, that is the magnesium. What is that? Magnesium. See, observe carefully. I have some samples: iron, copper, aluminum, magnesium, and zinc. Suppose take a brick. What we can take a brick and wood and beat with hammer on those two surfaces. What will happen? Huh? Can you? What we are taking here? Wood. And next thing what we are taking? Brick. We are beating and that brick will becomes as a powder and pieces. Of course, powder is substance. Brick will, wood will be becomes as a small pieces and it gives husk. It is not expanding its size. It not becomes flattened. Is it or not? So by taking iron nail, by beating with a hammer with strongly, it will expand its size. So flatness, to expand its size, to expand as a sheet. Those are iron, copper, aluminum, magnesium, and zinc. Those are expanding by hammering. Breaks and becomes powders, graphite and iodine. Graphite and iodine. Okay. See here, by this what we can say, the materials which can become flattened, which can make sheet, those are malleability materials. Those materials we can call as a metals. All metals are what is malleability materials. All metals are following malleability property. The materials which does not become as a sheet by hammering, not flattened by hammering, those materials are not a malleability. Those are not a malleability properties. Those we can consider in non-metals. Understand? Note on that. Finished? Yeah, coming to that. So what we can talk about malleability materials? The materials which can be flattened, the materials which can be flattened, the materials which can be flattened into thin sheets are, into thin sheets are. Into thin sheets are, what we can say, thin sheets are malleability materials. Malleability materials. What we can say, malleability materials, the materials which can be flattened into thin sheets are malleability materials. And coming to that, what we can say, see here, malleability is the one of, malleability is one of, what we can say, one of the property, one of the property of, one of the property associated with the metals or property with the right property associated, means belongs, associated with the metal, associated with the metal. Understand? See here what we can say. What we can, but what we can, all malleability materials are not a, all malleability materials are not a metals, but metals are the malleability. Metals are the malleability. Coming to see here, so one more thing, you may not be able to flatten, you may not be what is able to flatten, able to flatten, which is that it but the black means the blacksmith. What we can say here, you may not be able to flatten. This is iron, but we can make. But how, like it can able? See here, it, but the blacksmith can do it. What we can, blacksmith. Blacksmith can, we can do it. And it before beating. What we can see here, blacksmith we can't make as a sheet, but iron can make the sheet. By beating it strongly to the blacksmith also becomes what ma? Flattened. It becomes what we can say, flattened. And which can having highly malleability property. Which can having highly malleability property. Do you know? Gold. Gold can make very thin expandable sheet. So that's why what we can say, see here, malleability range is different for different materials. What we can say, malleability range is different for what we can say, different materials. Different materials means what we can say, some of the materials will be expand less, some of the materials will be expand more. Okay, such those we can talk about aluminum, silver in our general language, argentinum means vendi, silver and gold. And gold, what we can say here, are highly malleable, are highly malleable. These are having highly malleable means we can make a very, very thin and expand more expand as it is. Understand? Note on that. Finished? So how many physical properties we were discussed? One is lustre property, one is sonority property, one is malleability property. And now we are going to talk about that another physical property is nothing as ductility. What is that? Ductility. What is the meaning of ductility? Where we may use that process? See here, what is that ductility? Malleability means what we said, to make the flattened sheets. The materials which are able to become flattened sheets by hammering. See, can you make flatten as iron? But we can't, we can't. It cannot able to do flatten, but blacksmith can do it. He do first heat to make the flatten, after then heating he will be to make the flatten. Okay, coming to the ductility. Generally we may observe in our real life different type of a fine wire. Okay, suppose copper wire, where you are observing the copper, by cutting that inside you may observe a firm type, a fine wire. Is it or not? And when we are observing construction place, the builders, means construction people, they are constructing the iron with a small wire, a fine wire. Is it or not? We may observe chains, gold or silver ornaments, how they are arranged with low, with a fine wire, fine gold wire, silver wire. Is it or not? Means ductility. Ductility means what we are saying about here. Ductility means the property of metals which they can, means what we can say here. Carefully see here, ductility, but we can say ductility. What is the ductility? The property of drawing The property of drawing, the property of drawing a material to make a material to make fine wires is called ductility. What we can say? Ductility. How we can see that? What we are saying? Most metals are ductile. What we can say? Most metals are ductile. What we can say? Most metals are ductile. So the materials which are having to make the fine wire, the property to make the fine wire, those materials are ductile materials. What we can call ductile materials. See here, the property of metals, the property of metals, by which they can be, by which they can be drawn into fine wires, drawn into fine wires are called ductility. Of course, what we discussed upstairs, that only we are discussing that ductility. Is it or not? Of course. Metals are ductile. What we can say? Metals are ductile. Metals are ductile. So examples for the ductility of the metals: copper wires, gold, silver. Okay, they are using to make those such as that. Okay, see, to make the fine wires, these are having high ductility property. What those are having? High ductility property. All metals, most of the metals we can make fine wires. We can go as a fine wires. The materials which are having to make the drawn fine wires, okay, those are having ductility property. Note on that. Finished? Next, another physical property to understand, to compare the samples which are metals, which are non-metals. Okay, that is nothing as conductivity property. What is that? Conductivity property. Conductivity property. Okay, that we'll talk in next class, and remain some. We will talk about some physical properties. Those are physical state. Physical state. So conductivity property we will discuss with so many examples. So time is not enough. That's why tomorrow, next class, we'll talk about the physical state. All metals are what we can say solid state or solid at room temperature or solid at room temperature. Room temperature. So example, what we can say, what are those? So gold, silver, iron. Gold, silver, iron, etc. So many are there. Okay, etc. Coming to that, but the metals, mercury, what we can say, but metals, mercury, Hg, Latin name, hygrogram, mercury and gallium are liquid at room temperature. What we are saying, all metals are in solid, but these metals are in liquid state. These metals are in liquid state. And next thing is what we can talk about, that hardness. Hardness. See that hardness. Metals are generally hard. Metals are generally hard. Metals are generally hard, but there are some exceptions. But there are some exceptions. What are those? Not in the hard, like what we can say, those sodium, potassium, okay, calcium, lead, plumber, lead, etc. are soft, etc. are soft metals. See here. By hardness, metals are generally hard, but what I'm saying, some of the metals are in soft. Some of the metals are in soft. Understand? Note on that. Finished? So next property is a conductivity property. Next property is a conductivity property. That we will see in the next class how it will be. Okay? See you in the next class. Have a good day to you.